Yo, ladies and gentlemen, what is up? It is your boy, the franchise player, WWE Bad Blood, joined by J&G Security, Sunday Center, and your boy, the mixologist, Mr. Chemical Julian. Welcome to the 2023 year in review of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. Boys, we are live on Instagram. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. All the motherfucking places. Yeah, even on Sinner's Twitter, we're live, baby.
We're live on these nuts.
Those two.
Yeah.
Why are we so far apart in these little squares?
That's what I'm trying. COVID's back. We got a social distance.
We're doing distancing now.
Social distancing, baby.
There we
are. Bad blood trying to introduce me. A dime doesn't introduce a dollar. I'll introduce myself.
Introduce yourself there. Introduce yourself, sir.
I already got the fucking.
Anyway, fucking dime. You listen here, you fucking penny. You're worse than those fucking old school Raw tag team belts, the copper pennies. Anyway, welcome to the show, guys. So let's talk about this shit, man.
We talked about.
I mean, you know what I want to
talk about.
We got a format. We got a format tonight.
You know what?
Right?
Let's start the format out by talking about the year in review. Like, let's talk about the top 10 things that happened in 2023.
Okay.
So how are we going to do this? Are we going to do each give our number 10, then each give our number 9?
No, we're just going to go through our top 10, 1 through 10. Everybody.
Okay.
So I will start with number 10. For me, number 10 was the firing of Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
That happened in 2022.
It happened in the beginning of 23. Well, shit. Okay. For me, top 10. Right? You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
The firing of CM Punk.
How's that only 10? How's that only 10 on your list?
Because there's some other shit that has happened this year.
Okay. Julian, what's your number 10? Is that how we're doing it? Or we
let me just give you my top 10.
Number 9.
I'm going to give you my top 10 in no particular order. All right. So, number 1, CM Punk fired from AEW. Number 2, WWE sold to Endeavor. Number 3, Vince is out. Triple H is in. Number 4, the Bloodline imploded at the Royal Rumble. Number 5, Bray Wyatt passed away. Number 6, Christian and the Patriarchy in AEW. Number 7, Jade Cargill to WWE, Edge to AEW. Number 8, Jay Briscoe passes away. Number 9, MJF from the Devil storyline. That's a thing. And as my number 10, I have Alex Kane winning the MLW World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God.
Hey, I got to give the brothers some shine up in here. Somebody got to.
Okay, so my number 10, Impact becomes TNA.
That was good.
My number 9.
Wait. That hasn't happened yet. That doesn't happen until January.
They announced it. It
hasn't happened. It hasn't happened yet.
Impact announcing they will become TNA once
again. That's better.
Number 9, the rumors of WWE being sold to Saudi Arabia. Number 8.
It is the blood money.
Number 8, WWE sold to Endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, WWE does roster cuts for the first time in 3 years.
A lot of it. Yeah.
Last time WWE roster cuts was during the pandemic when COVID first hit.
Okay.
Number 6, AEW announces Wembley show. Number 5, Brawlin. Just CM Punk slapping up Jack Perry.
Wasn't Brawlin in 2022?
Nope, Brawlin happened at All In. Brawl Out was in 2022.
Oh, Brawl Out was 2022, correct.
Yep.
Number 4, Jay Briscoe passes away. Number 3, Vince is back in control after being fired in 2022. Yes, unlike some people who don't know that. Number 2, Bray Wyatt passes away. Number 1, CM Punk fired with cause.
With cause.
With cause.
And because Tony Khan was scared for his life.
He's scared for his life.
Hey,
We're bringing his loafers.
Wait a minute. So fucking CM Punk choking out Jack Perry scares Tony Khan for his life, but random masked men hacking into his TV show and attacking people backstage is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Retribution and all that, that's fine. You know, I'm just glad he never hired Nails.
Not yet. Give it time. Give it time. The year is not over. We still have a pay-per-view. What if Nails is a devil?
Oh my God, it's Nails! It's Nails!
That would be great. Josh, Double J, J&J Security, since you guys are a couple, give us your top 10.
God damn it, no!
A couple of swell guys is what I meant.
Well, I gotta say, number 1 for me personally. I don't know about you, but
who the fuck starts at number 1?
I do because
it's supposed to be like sex. You work up to the big explosion. You don't just stick it in and be like, all right, that was
number 1.
Okay,
maybe you
how many holes
I
you're
don't
working
know.
with.
Okay, number 10.
Number 10. I guess I gotta go with the same thing with Vince McMahon coming back into control.
Vince McMahon.
He didn't even make a list for this show. He's doing it at the top
back
of
in
his
the
head.
list.
Look, he's doing his list like he does results shows. He's just going off the top of his head.
He's like, yeah, this happened. Well, no, wait, no, it didn't.
Yeah, I gotta end it how I screwed up with the results. I gotta end
Like
it.
number 6.
Like our opening match.
You have to finish that story.
Our opening match of Raw, Virgil
the
beat
story.
Damien
I
Demento.
have to finish the story.
Damien Demento.
Number 7, Hakeem. The one-man gang turns into Hakeem.
Number 6, Sweet Sapphire joins Ted DiBiase.
That probably would be like if we started the podcast back then.
Christian becomes father of the year. That right there should be number
Christian,
1.
Yes.
That should be number fucking 1 on the books.
All right, Josh, try to think of your list quick. Come on.
Well, pretty much it's like Vince McMahon number 10 and WWE getting bought
by Endeavor.
And what else?
What about when the Saudis bought him? Am I the only one that made the list?
I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot about that.
Buy him.
I remember that because the podcast went live like out of nowhere, like 1 o'clock in the morning, my time.
And the Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar feud was one of my favorites,
Because
especially
you gotta
our reaction,
finish the story.
especially our SummerSlam reaction to it.
That's not a news story. Jeez, Josh, you're bad at this.
I
What's
never
the
said
next category?
I never said I was a professional.
Hey, the next category is a top 10 moments of 2023.
Moments.
Oh, those are moments. He's got
Those are moments, not news stories.
Okay,
Go.
for me,
Moments.
number 10, Eddie Kingston beating Bryan Danielson.
That's not moments.
That is a moment.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Do you not know what a moment is,
Josh,
Josh?
bro.
Josh, what
That
the
was
fuck?
predictable. You even said yourself that was predictable.
Yeah, but it's still a moment. It still happened. Josh, it happened. It was one moment in
Dude,
time.
it's a moment. This is like Tank Abbott beating Sting.
Some
Number
people
9.
wait a lifetime.
Number
for a
9,
moment.
Saraya taking her first bump in AEW and not hurting herself.
Ooh, yeah.
For someone to come back from an injury like that, fuck. Number 8, Jay Lethal versus Mark Briscoe in the Jay Briscoe Memorial match.
Okay.
That was, for me, that was great.
Yeah.
For me, Timeless Tony Storm becoming Timeless Tony Storm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sammy Guevara turning on Chris Jericho. That was great
God
for me.
damn it. Does no one have a list actually written out?
I'm looking at my list right here.
You just made the list. Sir.
You just made the list.
I actually typed my own list.
Spoiler alert.
For me, Hook getting beat finally. I was sick and tired of Hook fucking winning constantly. Christian saying
You just hate Hook because he's a son of a black man.
I'm not Booker. I'm not Booker T. I don't just like black people. Jade Cargill getting beat by Chris Statlander. Like no one saw that fucking
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. No one saw that coming. Jade Cargill leaving to go to WWE.
That's a news story. That ain't a moment.
The moment she showed up on WWE television was a fucking moment.
I'll give you that.
The moment. Okay, and for me, my top moment of 2023, CM Punk walking out at the end of fucking Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Because we were all like, nah.
Oh, yeah, show's over. Roll credits. Let's go.
Pastries.
All right. Top 10 moments of 2023. Number 10, Gunther versus Drew versus Sheamus at WrestleMania 39.
Oh, that was a great match.
That was good.
Oh, that was a good match.
The rise of LA Knight. And I have to look at that as a whole series.
Yeah.
But the Elite versus the Blackpool Combat Club.
That was a feud. I like that feud.
Yeah.
They had some good matches out of it.
Anthony Bowen's getting the he's gay chant while he was in the ring in a non-homophobic way. The fans were like, he's gay, he's gay. You know, that was kind of cool to see.
That was awesome.
As in happy, as in
yes, they were. It was exciting. It was total acceptance, and it was really cool to see.
Okay, good.
That
happened.
Number 6, and I was there live for this one.
Okay, Joe.
When Sami Zayn turned on the Bloodline at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was big. You know what's crazy? That seems like it was so long ago, but it was last year.
It does. God damn it.
Just like Roman Reigns beating Cody at WrestleMania. Like that seems like a long time ago.
Yeah, it does.
I think Brock turning on Cody on Raw was pretty fucking shocking.
Yeah.
The next one I've got, number 4, is Dynamite versus NXT head-to-head. Loaded shows.
Hey, Dynamite beat Raw in the ratings this week.
Yep.
That's the number 1 moment of the year.
Hey, Monday Night Wars, baby.
I laughed because, like everybody else, I assumed Raw was just going to be like a highlight show.
Right.
And it was on Christmas Day. Like, who the fuck is watching wrestling? I mean,
Santa was fucking a big ass heel that night.
But they still really pulled a decent number as far as ratings go for viewers. But that was hilarious. I was like, oh wow, you beat them on Christmas Day when they were preempted and everything else.
Oh goddamn.
So number 3, the Carmelo Hayes Ilya Dragunov feud. That's been great this year.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay at Forbidden Door.
Oh,
and
shit.
my number 1 moment of the year. And my number 1 moment of the year was, again, CM Punk at Survivor Series.
Yeah. All right. My number 10 was Mercedes Moné appearing at All In.
Wait, stop. Worst moment of the podcast, the birth of Ultimate Hater. Jesus Christ, Drew.
Don't you hate it when lovers my number 9 moment of the year was Edge debuting at Wrestle Dream. We kind of all knew it was coming, but it was really executed well.
Yeah, actually.
That's what she said.
My number 8 is CM Punk's return to Collision. My number 7 was Logan Paul's Royal Rumble moment with Ricochet.
That was cool.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
My number 6 was Miro and Powerhouse Hobbs crowd reaction.
Big meaty man slapping meat.
Meat reaction.
Meat reaction.
My number 5 was Anthony Bowen's gay pop.
Okay.
Number
That does
4.
not even sound right, man.
Okay.
Just go with that one. Go. Yeah.
Number 4 was Roman beating Cody in Mania.
That caught me
Number
by surprise.
3 was Sammy turning on the Bloodline. Number 2 was the Usos turning on the Bloodline, which I think was actually better than the Sammy turn. And
Still feel got cheated. But
just because I'm like everyone else, my number 1, CM Punk Survivor Series return.
I mean, it's not because you're like everybody else, but
Right,
it's just
that was the
literally,
moment of the year.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
no one can top that moment.
No,
I mean, so,
Josh, go ahead and throw together a 10 best moments right quick.
Well, I'm gonna be straight up honest. I don't have 10. I legitimately don't
God
have
damn
10.
you, Josh.
You hate wrestling.
He has 100.
No, I don't have 100. No,
Josh is like, I have so many.
what you got there, Josh?
Well, I gotta go with with Gunther versus Drew versus Sheamus. That was
Okay.
a legit good.
10.
Yeah, and I did like the whole Ricochet and Logan Paul spot. I did like that.
9.
I mean, you guys can both have
Split it,
combine
5
your
for 5.
fucking yeah.
I'm gonna go with MJF versus Jay White.
Okay.
I enjoyed that one, even though people said, "Oh, they're burying him" and all that kind of stuff. But
I think MJF Adam Cole was better, but I did enjoy MJF Jay White.
I enjoyed that one because I really liked the story about it.
I did
I
too. I think the story going into that was great.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed that one. I don't have one for Christian because I enjoyed everything Christian did.
Like Christian, greatest dad of all time.
Yeah.
Father of the year, baby.
Father
of the year.
Stepfather of the year.
Stepfather.
Or
Oh boy.
or in his case, your daddy for the night.
Another moment I really liked is Backlash in Puerto Rico. I don't have a favorite match.
Yes.
I don't have a favorite match.
Yeah.
But
Good.
I like actually no, I'll take that back. I liked Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. I really loved how
And TNT.
yes, the
Indeed.
electricity of the fans' reaction to everything about it. I really
Oh, we did leave Aubrey getting hit by the guitar.
Oh, yeah.
That may
No,
have beat the CM Punk pop.
Hold on. I need to comment on that. That is not the moment of the year. That is the moment of life.
Yes.
Yes.
Like,
Hey.
that's like a once in a
That's
lifetime.
just a dream
not like
fulfilled.
Hey.
The Rock versus CM Punk once in a life. I mean, the Rock versus John Cena once in a lifetime, 2 years in a row. That right there is once in a lifetime, courtesy of Karen Jarrett. Thank you very much, Karen.
You know what? That may have actually got the biggest pop on the show. Out of
Yes.
that may have beat the CM Punk pop when that happened.
Okay, so I got one that I want to throw out there.
Okay.
Most outrageous moment of 2023.
Okay, the most
For me,
Okay.
the most outrageous moment of 2023 was the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast presents 30 Minutes with the Big Guy.
Yeah.
Every fucking lie that guy told was outrageous.
In your opinion, lies.
Oh, yeah,
people.
another
I
moment.
believed everything he said.
Another moment I really liked is Ryback saying if CM Punk returned, he would retire from wrestling.
He's not gonna do.
Correct.
Well, he
Correct.
He meant to say if he returns to AEW.
So here are
Nope.
throwbacks.
No,
top
he
10.
said if he returns, period.
Throwbacks top 10 moments of the year. Becky Lynch in
Jesus
NXT
Christ.
winning the title. Edge going to AEW. NXT
NXT
return to
return
Lowell,
to
Massachusetts. Endeavor acquiring the WWE and UFC. NXT ratings improving over time. Roman hitting 1,000 days as champion. CM Punk getting terminated. Okay, that's only 4. Where are the other? Where are the other?
It's
I
3.
was writing down.
That's 6.
Top 3 are coming.
I think
Oh.
he's writing down the rest of them.
I kind of think he likes NXT a little bit.
A little bit.
Oh,
Somebody's
here's
got
yes,
this.
yes.
Oh.
Back.
So here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
I'm
Well,
not.
I'm not.
Okay, I'm clicking it. There we go.
Okay.
Dijak and Dragunov match was nuts. Number 2, Punk showing up in Survivor Series. Number
Oh,
1, Terry Funk and Bray passing away
But see,
in days of each other. Yeah,
that was more of a news than a moment.
Yeah.
Terry Funk and Bray.
Another moment I
But-
did like was Dominic Mysterio's prison.
Oh
entrance.
God!
WrestleMania entrance. I
actually
had that.
as an honorable mention.
I had that on my list, and I replaced that with Anthony Bowen's gay pop.
Who's fucking there for a cup of coffee and maybe a cigarette?
bro, he wasn't even there long enough to get booked. They didn't take no
So,
picture, no
he
fingerprints.
wasn't there
He
long
was
enough to
jailed
get booked or
during
fucked.
Christmas, and at the beginning of the year, he was ex-con Dom.
Booked or fucked.
Okay, so my year-end awards. I have some categories here for my year-end awards.
All right, let's go some categories.
Okay,
The
category.
Sunday Sinner, you really said that award? CM Punk's Collision Return promo. The Bad Blood War Game the Bad Blood non-dildo War Game Spot of the Year. Charlotte's moonsault off the top of the cage. The Chemical Julian's That's Racist moment of the year.
This is really racist.
Juice Robinson pulling out quarters on MJF. We'll do that one last. Let me skip over that one. Big Money Drew's Sexiest Wrestler of the Year award, Leo Rush. The Josh James Poor of the Year award, and that goes to XPW. Now, the final award.
God damn.
The best award, the most prestigious award in the history of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. The Shane Husky Make This About Me of the Year award. And it goes to anything Chris Jericho has inserted himself into for no reason.
Ooh, yeah.
For Shane Husky, Make This All About Me award. That right there. Can we get a runner-up for that too, please? Can we just get a runner-up?
A runner-up would be some nobody trying to make Bray Wyatt step about
The
that.
runner-up is anything that Aubrey Edwards did in 2023.
That too,
Any
yeah.
and everything.
Damn.
Any and everything Aubrey Edwards did. Which is funny because Aubrey Edwards is Jericho's referee, so it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. So
He's in the pod.
So tomorrow we have World's End. And I put in our group text, our group chat, the weirdest fucking World's End press conference that Tony Khan's ever done, saying that he's within like 2 points of being better than WWE. I don't know what he was sniffing, but it's okay. You know, some people sniff glue, some people sniff coke, whatever. In the ratings,
Wait,
yeah, go back and listen to it.
Like
no.
WWE has a 2.0 and he's got a 0?
No, like WWE's at a 4 point. Let's say WWE's at a 10 and he's at an 8. So
Is
I'm like,
Tony
what the
Khan
fuck
training
ever?
Scott Steiner math?
Yeah, he's doing some weird math. But I wanna talk about the World's End lineup.
Yes.
And I want to do something we haven't done in a while. I want to do a little bit of predictions on this thing here.
Oh,
And I did not make it the
No.
score sheet.
Oh no. It's okay. It's okay. We'll do a predictions championship in 2024. But I just want to lay out a little bit of predictions that I kind of made up here.
Roman Reigns has defended his title more than Bad Blood.
That's the bullshit right there.
Now,
That is some
hold on.
bullshit.
Wait, hold on. Bad Blood doesn't have a title to defend.
That's right.
He's a predictions champion.
No, we're talking about the OIWA North American
Yeah,
Championship.
he's retired.
1,013
Well, that don't
days. I lost it. Anyway, so we got a 20-man battle royal for a future AEW TNT Championship match on the pre-show.
And
I'm
the
confused.
participants are who?
That's
We
why I'm
don't know.
We
confused.
don't know.
Who the fuck is going to be on this show? You know who's going to win this?
Vacant, and vacant.
Yeah.
Uh,
So you really can't put over this match because
no,
I mean it's kind of like the Money in the Bank for the TNT Championship, but who the fuck's going to be in it?
Wardlow.
No one.
Luchasaurus.
Kill switch, you mean? He's no longer Luchasaurus. Okay, so then we have another match that doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
It makes sense to me.
But I'm going to talk about it anyway because it makes me mad. You have Hook, the FTW champion, defending the FTW championship, a title that doesn't mean shit, against Wheeler Yuta, who is the current Ring of Honor Pure Wrestling champion.
But it's for the FTW championship.
It's one champion.
FTW rules.
Thanks for joining us.
It's one title that don't mean nothing against another champion whose title don't mean anything.
I mean,
well, I mean, the Ring of Honor
FTW rules.
Why don't you just
so they're FTW rules?
Tony Khan won't like that.
So basically, the FTW rules are there are no rules. So
and you have to wear orange.
Yeah. So I'm going to say Hook's going to retain the championship. I really want Wheeler Yuta to stop jobbing, but whatever. So let me go to the main card.
Eddie Kingston versus Jon Moxley.
So I'm going to start this by saying, I said this in the beginning. Eddie Kingston versus Jon Moxley was going to be the finals. Yep. It's in New York. Eddie Kingston has been a loser this whole fucking time, and Julian and I cannot figure it out. Even though Julian's the other ringmaster, we cannot figure it out how every match, the Ring of Honor World Championship and the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Championship were on the line, but Eddie Kingston lost so many matches, and then he finally came back and won the league. So, Eddie Kingston versus Jon Moxley. I got Eddie Kingston winning the championship, becoming the first ever Triple Crown champion of AEW. Julian, what do you think?
That really makes sense.
So yeah, Eddie Kingston in New York has got to become he gave the whole speech about this is all he's got, this is what he lives for, yada yada yada. And he had been putting up his titles, but that's not what he really meant. What he meant was he was putting up the titles in the finals. So even if he wasn't in the finals, the titles would have been up for grabs. So he technically would have lost.
So he would have been fucked anyway.
None of this makes any sense.
But anyway, so he's in the finals. So now he's defending his ROH World Championship and the New Japan Strong Openweight Championship in hopes of becoming a Triple Crown champion. So he's going to either leave with everything or leave with nothing. Against Jon Moxley, who's going to leave with a little bit less blood. But does he need to be a Triple Crown champion? And not really.
Yeah.
So I think Eddie's going to, I mean, this will be a parting gift. This is Eddie's turtle wax. He can win this.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be the brawl match. It's going to be the match where someone bleeds.
Brawl out, baby. Brawl out.
Eddie Kingston's going to win it. He's never beat Moxley. He'll finally get that win over Moxley. It's the same story they told with Claudio. Just insert a new person because that's what AEW does. It just keeps telling the same stories, insert a new people.
What story?
There's no new stories under the sun.
He's not beat Moxley, so he's
Okay,
Josh,
so,
what do you say?
So hold on before you say anything, Josh. We're talking about no story. I agree, BC World. This is going to be the most emotional match of the night. And I agree with that for two reasons. One, because Kingston has never beaten Moxley.
Yeah.
So for him to beat Moxley like he had never beaten Danielson, he's finally going to beat Danielson. He's finally going to beat Moxley. Remember when they first started out in Ring of Honor, they were like, hey, this is the whole CM Punk thing. Remember when CM Punk and Eddie Kingston had heat? It was because Eddie Kingston was there. CM Punk, Samoa Joe, fucking Bryan Danielson, and Moxley all said that he had what it took, but they questioned him. And they made fun of him and they ridiculed him. Remember, that was the whole thing, right? So now he's got their respect. He beat Danielson. He beat the respect out of Danielson. He beat the respect out of CM Punk. Remember, that was the whole gimmick with him and CM Punk.
Yep.
Now it's Moxley. So there's your story right there. Like this has been going on for Claudio Castagnoli. Yeah. He finally beat Castagnoli for the Ring of Honor Championship because Castagnoli was another one of those guys, and ROH just shit talked to him the whole time. So there's your story. So he has to beat Moxley in order for that story to come to fruition. We talked about Moxley going to the New Japan Pro Wrestling show on New Year's Day, where he's in a triple threat match to crown the first ever New Japan Pro Wrestling global champion. because they're trying to do the global expansion. So yeah, of course he's not going to win that match. And for him to finally win a match, and we saw Eddie Kingston's been losing like hand over fist, like he's been a perennial jobber. As he said, he's the underdog bum of AEW. So for him to finally win something, of prestige, that's the reason why I'm going with him over all of these other guys.
Hold up.
Because
how can you be the underdog bum when you already got 2 titles?
I agree with you.
Because if you're the underdog bum and you got 2 titles, you're saying you got 2 bum ass titles.
I mean, let's call it what it is.
I'm just going to put that out there.
Let's call it what it is.
He is Ring of Honor World Champion.
We always talk about how if you shit talk your opponent and tell them, oh, you're a piece of shit and you're worthless and you're talentless,
then you beat them, then it makes you nothing.
Yeah, you beat somebody who's worthless and talentless, or better yet, if you lose, you just got beat by a bum. So I'm just
no. You're correct, 100%. And you and I talk about this shit all the fucking time. Like literally, we talk about it and the stakes. At least this match actually has fucking stakes.
Yeah, this match does have stakes. And I mean, if I was Eddie Kingston, I mean, I would straight up be like, I'm the strongest, most defended ROH champion of all time. I'm representing the brand. I'm carrying the flag. Y'all gonna put some respect on our names. I'm gonna show you what ROH can do. Da 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 da.
I mean, we gotta admit though, he had some pretty fucking good matches in this Continental Classic.
He did.
C2. So, okay, Josh, what are your thoughts?
I'm gonna say Eddie's gonna win also, but I am gonna also say this. I will laugh, unfortunately, if Moxley wins.
That would be spoiler town.
Yeah.
What about you, Mr. Bones?
I am going with Eddie Kingston because it makes the most sense out of all of what's been said here. Because the thing is, you're basically sending someone like Moxley over to Japan to get that belt. Why would you have him win this and then a day later go over there?
I mean, I kind of understand, like, for me personally, if Mox did win the championship and he went over to fucking Japan and became the Triple Crown champion, that's going to make him he's going to hold 4 titles. So the whole Triple Crown thing is pretty much out the fucking window.
Yeah.
Mox is a bum.
Yeah.
Mox is the bum.
Goddamn.
All right, Senator, go ahead, drop your knowledge.
What are we talking about?
Oh, goddamn it.
I already gave my prediction for Mox and Kingston.
Okay, so let's go to another match that makes no fucking sense to me. The Blackpool Combat Club teaming with Mark Briscoe and Daniel Garcia versus Brody King, Jay White, Jay Lethal, and Roosh.
Wait,
in a match that
how does it make no sense? It's everyone that lost in the Continental Classic.
Yeah, but why are you going to have the BCC teaming with Mark Briscoe and Daniel Garcia?
That part I don't know.
Who else would it make sense for them to team with? Jay Lethal?
Nobody.
I mean, you're putting it's like a wild card match. You're putting everyone that lost in the Continental Classic.
Yeah, but you're making it like a 4-on-4. If you're doing a 4, why don't you just do a fucking? Why don't you just do? If that's the case, make it a tag team.
It's a wild card match. WWE used to do them all the time. When you had Shawn Michaels teaming with Ahmed Johnson, the British Bulldog, and Psycho Sid versus Yoko.
How'd that work out? How'd that work out?
Greatest main event in the history of pro wrestling.
Tell me.
I believe it's still the biggest buy rate in the history of pro wrestling pay-per-views.
We're not talking about their sexual preferences. We're talking about the actual match.
Wow.
Oh, never mind then. I think this match is going to be great. I understand it. I guess I'm a little more intelligent than my cohorts here.
Oh my God. Wow.
Maybe I get wrestling a little bit better. I understand why this match is happening. You're taking all your losers from the tournament and you're giving them a spot on the show. And Jay Lethal's going to eat the pin at the end of the match. I guarantee it.
Well, you don't say.
I would bet my left kidney that Jay Lethal.
He's like, I'll bet my left kidney. Oh wait, I already lost that one in a bet.
I was gonna say what Ultimate Hater said. You need a bathroom break match, so I guess
This definitely ain't the bathroom break.
That would be
Look at
correct.
This fucking card.
I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't I just don't care too much for this match. So for me, I'm gonna say Blackpool Combat Club and Mark Briscoe and Daniel Garcia are gonna win. In a match that I'm kind of excited about, Miro versus Andrade El Idolo.
These two
gonna
put
go
on
ahead-
killer matches.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Miro is gonna win this match. What do you think, Center?
I think Miro's going to win after. Well, I was going to say with interference from CJ Perry, but I don't think her hands healed up. So, but yeah, I see Miro
You
winning.
see the picture of her hand?
Yeah, I'm the one that posted it. Yeah.
Hey, that's the last time she should fucking give a hand job on an airplane. I'll tell you that.
wow.
What?
Allegedly.
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 I'm just gonna let it go. Let it go.
So did she.
Wow.
I'm let it go. I want to know where she was sticking that finger. Then it was so many stitches.
So
Miro
realistically,
actually fucking funny.
what happened was she was slapping the ring apron during one of Andrade's matches, and she slapped it on they say a splinter. So for me, that infection had to be like a metal splinter from like the metal part of the ring apron.
So what you're saying is AEW is an unsafe working environment.
I mean, hey, I'm not the one that said it. I ain't the one that said it, but I'm just saying.
I mean, Matt Hardy almost dies during a match. Lana almost loses a hand. Can we get an HR department in AEW?
What's his name? Broke his arm going through the face.
With so many people. Dante broke his fucking foot. Anyway.
Oh, God,
that was pretty harsh.
There are so many people that have left AEW in the corporate setting. It's ridiculous.
That almost made my top 10 news stories.
Like
Okay, so I'm going to predict that Andrade is going to win this match because somehow, some way, CJ Perry is going to interfere and fuck it up.
I think if she interferes, it's going to be to help Miro.
She's going to hit somebody with a
She's going to fuck it up. Though.
You're going to hit someone with a
She's going to put the mandible claw on someone.
Wow. Wow. I see what you did there.
What up, guys?
Hello.
All right, so what do you think, J&J Security? Who do you think is going to win this match, Miro or Andrade El Idolo? In my opinion, the sleeper match of the night.
This is actually going to be a toss-up. Like, this could be...
we have money right here. We could just flip a coin.
When you say the sleeper match, you mean it's going to put you to sleep or...
No, this is the match that came out of nowhere that's going to fucking steal the show.
I don't think this is going to be the match that does that.
I'm going to say it's going to be Miro. You know what I mean. Fuck off.
I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with Miro also. But I'm going to say he's going to win clean. No interference.
Because he's a man of God.
Right. His redeemer.
He is the redeemer.
He has been redeemed. What about you, Mr. Throwback? What do you think? Andrade or Miro?
Friggin' give it a Miro. Why not? I mean, Miro, as much as people crap on him, I mean, Miro obviously is a good talent. He's going to be making every match as good as he can be.
All right, let's go to the next match. The next match.
Did I send you guys a link for that movie that
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's go to the next match. The next match, Keith Lee versus Swerve Strickland. Now, I'm going to say this before we get before we go any further. I'm going to say this: Swerve is the only person who did not take a defeat in the Continental Classic. No pinfall loss whatsoever in the Continental Classic.
Wait, didn't Moxley get him? Didn't Moxley get him?
No. They went to a draw.
No, it wasn't them that went to a draw, was it?
Yes.
It was Jay White and him that went to a draw.
No, it was him and Moxley that went to the draw.
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I could have swore Moxley pinned him.
Bro, they even talked about it on Dynamite. They're like, this man, yeah, he's upset. He's upset because he didn't get beat in the tournament. He said the reason he lost that match wasn't because he got pinned. It was because Jay White got pinned. in that triple threat. So Swerve versus
Yes.
Moxley did pin him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought so.
So Keith Lee versus Swerve Strickland, and everyone on this entire fucking show, the one person that is on the biggest run of his entire career is Swerve. So I'm going to say Swerve over Keith Lee. What do you think?
It was Danielson and Claudio that went to a draw.
Oh, okay. What do you think, Center? Swerve or Keith Lee?
This is the one I think is going to be the sleeper match of the night. I think this is going to end up being the match of the night. But Swerve's definitely going over.
All right, what about you, J&J?
Swerve is going to do what NXT and WWE can never do and get a good match out of Keith Lee.
Swerve.
Wow.
Swerve.
I completely forgot Keith Lee was on AEW.
All right, what about you, Julian?
They're doing one thing with them.
What about a stupid screw?
You should not have been this long about who's going to win.
One of the kids is building something in the kitchen right now. So
Here's a question: How did this end up with? Okay, so Moxley, Swerve, and Jay White each had 12 points. So they had a triple threat match to find out who's going to go to the finals. Okay, I get that. Bryan Danielson had 10 points, and Eddie Kingston had 9 points.
Because they were the top two highest score. No, they weren't. Wait a minute. Andrade had 9 points.
No, Andrade had 9 points too.
So why wasn't that a triple threat?
Andrade got screwed.
Yeah, looking at this now, it don't make no fucking sense. Andrade and Eddie Kingston had the same amount of points.
Exactly.
So Andrade lost to Bryan Danielson. Andrade beat Bryan Danielson.
Yes. He lost to.
He beat Brody King, and he beat Garcia. He lost to Claudio, and he lost to Eddie Kingston. So he had 9 points.
Yes.
Eddie lost to Bryan Danielson and Brody King, but he beat Andrade, Claudio, and Garcia.
So it makes no sense.
So I'm trying to figure out.
So Andrade got screwed.
And Claudio, he got 1 point for going to a draw.
Tony Booker.
So I'm trying to figure out how we ended up with Eddie Kingston and Bryan Danielson
And
wrestling for a number 1 spot, where on points it should have been just Bryan Danielson going to the title.
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
Okay, anyway, what were we talking about here? Swerve. Yeah, so Swerve versus Keith Lee. I don't know why this match is happening.
Because they feuded a year ago.
They just need some black on black violence.
Yeah.
Does anyone actually fucking remember them feuding a year ago?
No.
Remember Swerve hit him with a finger block?
No, I remember. I'm just saying, like.
Remember when Rick Ross came out
things,
and he was like, "That's a big motherfucker right there."
Yeah, I mean, but in the grand scheme of things, does anyone even fucking give a shit about that match?
No.
That's why I'm saying Tony booking. Yeah, I agree. Tony's always like, "Well, I'm putting together matches the fans want to see." No one gives a fuck about that match.
He needed 2 black people to wrestle, and he had them wrestle each other.
this ain't like fucking, WWE 2K 2012 or something like that. You could just make the matches as a GM manager and hope to go. It's got to make sense.
I will tell you right now, Tony Khan is in the back playing AEW Revolution, whatever the fuck the name of the game is.
Fight forever.
Fight for the
Fight forever. And he's like, "Oh man, I've got a great card tonight."
No, you
He probably tells the computer, "Hey,
in
computer,
that game.
pick the big matches."
He plays Total Extreme Warfare. That's his booking.
And then he sees certain matches like, "Oh shit, hey, Serpentico still work here? All right, get him ready for tonight."
Okay, so Prince Nana takes the spirit bomb. I pray to God he doesn't. I love I fucking swear when I try. That's the shit. When you see a motherfucker on TikTok doing that shit, you know it's the shit. Anyway,
You know, it kind of reminds me too is the Fandango dance phase where it was like
No.
everybody was all like
No.
excited about it.
No, not at all.
No.
Imagine if
not
TikTok
at
was
all.
back there, everybody doing that.
Fancy
No,
Fandango.
Yeah.
Or when
so
when they gave Lana,
Taekwon,
they gave Lana the dancing gimmick.
hold on, guys. Taekwon is on the Instagram page. Thank God he's not on the Twitch page because you can't see his comment, but his comment is directed towards Sunday Sinner. He says, "Let me lick that asshole."
That's not the name of his cat.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Sold. Look, Julian had to walk
God.
away. He got too excited.
Kimberly,
by
your
that.
travel agent. Thank you for joining us here on the Twitch
Hang
channel.
on, he left.
The TikTok. I mean, the
What's the next match?
Instagram.
We've been going too long. What's the
So the next match is going to
Take
be
it home.
Christian Cage, everyone's favorite daddy, versus Adam Copeland in a no disqualification match for the AEW TNT Championship. I'm going to say Adam Copeland wins the title because of Nick Wayne's mom, Shayna Wayne.
Wait, are there any more Wayne family members? Because it seems like every time he defends the title, another Wayne family member turns.
Right?
Like,
Is Grandpa Wayne gonna come out and turn?
Maybe to be a running by Wayne Brady.
Oh, that was Moondog and Moretti. He's already passed away, so he ain't coming.
Nah, maybe Tom Brady will show up and throw a ball at him.
An uncle.
So Throwback, we'll start with you. Who do you got? Adam Copeland or Christian Cage?
I just want this feud over with. Give me Copeland just to end it. Like, just it's like literally hearing people talk about this is because AEW is not. Obviously, I'm a fairwear person. I watch it with you guys here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But just for the history standpoint, I just want it done. Like, this is a feud that I never wanted to see, to be honest. I didn't want to deal with it, didn't care for it. Like, just let it die. Just put the nail in it and let it go.
What about you, J&G Security? Copeland or Christian?
I'm gonna go with Christian.
I am going to go with.
But another reason. Oh, sorry.
I am going to go with. Yeah, Christian.
But the reasons why I say Christian is because I feel like whoever's going to win that battle royal to get a number one contender shot for the TNT is going to cash that in the same
immediately.
night.
So he's going to win. He's going to retain, but then lose it.
I agree with Hater.
Julian travel agent is Booker of the Year.
Because that motherfucker be putting in overtime.
That dude would be working like a slave in the cotton field.
Whoa!
Hey,
those comments are bad bloods and bad bloods alone.
Only Julian and I can make that comment on this show, and it'll be okay.
They do not reflect the opinions of us here on the Roundtable Wrestling Podcast.
Anyway, Julian,
It's like
what do
being
you
Irish and you're a Spud Turner.
Okay, there is only one correct finish to this match, and that is Christian Cage has to win.
Yes.
This is a no DQ match. He is the champion. He doesn't. I mean, all he has to do is to cheat to win. He's got Luchasaurus. He's got Nick Wayne's mom. He's got Nick Wayne. He's probably got Jungle Boy hiding in the rafters somewhere.
You mean Kill Switch, not Luchasaurus.
Whatever, Kill Switch.
Kill Switch.
I mean, there's no reason he shouldn't be able to cheat his way out of this match. So, Christian Cage, you need to win. You deserve to win.
Who should win? Christian. Who will win? Adam Copeland.
Yeah, that's how I feel. All right, so let me go to the next matchup. You ready for this one?
Yep.
Yes.
Julia Hart defends the AEW TBS Championship against Abaddon. Now, let me say this right now. I don't know how the fuck Abaddon came out of nowhere, but
October.
But I'm going to say this. Abaddon has the best win-loss record of all the women in AEW. I don't know how the fuck it is, but she does.
So why is he just getting a shot?
Abaddon versus Julia Hart for the TBS Championship. I'm going to say Julia Hart wins with the help of scary ass big booty Kyle Fletcher's other half, Sky Blue.
I think the winner of this match is going to be my sewer company because I will be using the restroom.
God damn.
Yeah, Julia Hart's going to win.
Yeah,
Yes, Julia Hart.
All right. What about you, Throwback?
Hart's gonna win. I mean, if it was somebody else she was facing than Abaddon, it would probably make it even more interesting. But Hart's gonna win.
And what do you think there, J&J?
You should know who I'm picking.
Julia Hart.
I love.
Yeah, I know you're picking Julia Hart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Your heart's in the heart.
Yes, my heart is with her. I love.
So then we swing to Chris Jericho, Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Sting.
It's Sting.
Taking on the Don Callis family.
Anyone except Sting.
Now look, we got the Don Callis family. We got Kyle Fletcher, who's the Ring of Honor World Television Champion. I didn't even know that until today.
His picture on the new graphic. His picture on the new graphic has been replaced by Takeshita.
Takeshita.
Yes.
So it's Kyle Fletcher, Powerhouse Hobbs, Big Bill, and
It's gonna
Ricky
be-
Starks.
Takesha has taken Kyle
Fletcher's
Fletcher's
place? Okay.
Yes.
So this will be the first time since the big breakup of the Team Taz that we'll see Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs on the same team.
Yep.
And they're facing Jericho, Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Sting. So we already know that Chris Jericho, Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Sting are winning this match.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Has
start
Sting
with you.
lost the match since coming to AEW.
Nope.
Yes.
Which one?
I just saw his record and he was like 3-1 in tag matches or something like that.
I don't. I think you're wrong.
I'm going with Team WCW.
Wow.
What the fuck?
You ain't wrong.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Wrong. He's not wrong.
Oh boy.
Jericho turns on Sting is obvious.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise.
So I mean, we all know that this match is only there because the tag team title match is supposed to happen, and Kenny Omega is out. So, of course, you're going to do this match. Sting's on the retirement tour, such as
Wait,
myself.
hold on. So Kenny Omega,
Is injured, yes.
correct. And Takeshita's taking a spot or something?
No,
Takesha's taking Kyle Fletcher's spot.
Oh, sorry, no.
This is supposed to be Jericho and Kenny Omega versus
Big Bill
Billy
and Starks for the
Starks.
tag belts.
Okay.
So,
So
um,
I mean, why did
this-
they just have Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara versus Big Bill and Ricky Starks?
because
Because
because Sammy Guevara and Sting, because Sting and Darby Allin had to have something to do.
you are wrong once again, Bad Blood. Sting's
Sting is undefeated?
Sting's on AEW record is 24-0.
I knew he was.
What about this year? Look at this year.
This year he's 11-0.
They haven't won. He's won tag team matches and trios matches and never lost one.
Yes, he's never had a single match in AEW. This year he's won 4 tag team matches and 5 trios matches.
Oh, fuck me sideways.
So what?
Wait a minute. How is he 11-0, but they have him down as 9 matches? Oh, because it's only tag team and trios, so they're not counting 8-man matches,
Oh, okay.
but they are in the overall. Yeah, he's 24-0 in AEW. He's never been a part of a losing match.
So
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 what?
shouldn't he be challenging MJF because he has the best record in AEW?
Sure. Absolutely.
yeah,
I mean, you would think so, right?
Except we get
Anyway.
You don't want Sting being the devil. So why couldn't you just
What if the devil's the Black Scorpion coming back for Sting?
the devil's Ric Flair?
The devil's Bill Goldberg. There's only one Jewish man that controls wrestling.
I mean, honestly, if
nonsense.
if it's going to be undefeated people in that match, then it should be a triple threat: MJF versus Sting and Tall Paul, because Paul White is 6-0 overall in AEW.
6-0.
So he is also undefeated. And because,
Nobody
because
wants to wrestle him.
because he's this podcast favorite person, Parker Boudreaux's 10-2. So we can
Dude,
put him
that
in
shit made me throw up in my mouth when I saw that.
Nike sponsored athlete Parker Boudreaux is 10-2.
Oh God.
He gone.
Once again, Sinner has been fucking banished to the nether regions of the
There he
Roundtable
goes
Pro Wrestling Podcast. Mention that fucking guy's name on this podcast.
He's the greatest Nike sponsor ever.
No.
What did you say? That you can go too, motherfucker.
It's just hovering over.
There's only one person on this podcast that has anything to do with Nike, and it is not Parker Boudreaux. I will fucking stab you in your sleep center.
Yeah, it's not.
Look, so actually, it would need to be a four-way. It would need to be Tall Paul, Sting, MJF, and -1 because he is also undefeated.
Oh God!
I know all about -1.
Oh my God!
Fuck.
Can we bring out -1 and let Christian down on him?
I mean, he's
-1's the devil.
I mean, he's under contract, so I mean, you know.
He's under
But he
contract.
did appear at WrestleMania, contract tampering.
God, that was just
dead.
Next
-1.
match.
Next matchup is the timeless Tony Storm defends the AEW Women's World Championship against Riho.
Tony Storm retained.
Riho.
It's
That's the only correct answer here.
Tony
Storm has to be
Tony Storm for the win.
Yeah.
Correct.
Storm.
I'm gonna be the other one out. I'm gonna say Rio.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
I just have this feeling in my
I
gut.
don't see fucking
I just have
Timmy
that
the
feeling in
Turbo
my gut
champion.
that Rio's gonna win. I just have that feeling. I want
I
Tony to
have a
win.
feeling you're wrong.
I'm hoping I'm wrong.
So look at this. Orange Cassidy has 88% win percentage. He should be as the international champion. Yeah.
He is a champion.
Okay. So here we go.
Can you imagine if Rio if Rio got together? Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
So here's the match that we've all been waiting for. The AEW World Heavyweight Championship match. MJF, defending champion, Long Island native, takes on Samoan Joseph. I'm going to say Samoa Joe wins the championship, stands over a broken, battered MJF with his friend, former Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion, former member and leader of the Bullet Club, Adam Cole, baby.
Adam Cole's never leader of the Bullet Club.
Yeah, he was.
In America,
he was a Ring of Honor leader of the Bullet Club.
Yeah. I think MJF's going to win. I'm sorry, Samoa Joe is not the face of a company. I don't see them putting the title on him. I feel like it would be like another Adam Page title run, where it just wouldn't mean shit. MJF retains. The devil is revealed, and the devil is
the winner of
that
It's
evil.
me, Austin.
That evil TV executive from No Holds Barred.
God damn it.
Wait a minute. Oh my God. I just thought something.
Mr. Brown.
What if the battle royal is going on for the TNT title shot? The devil enters the battle royal, wins it like MJF won the ladder match, and then comes out and reveals himself at the end of the night like MJF did.
I don't think that'll work.
No,
What do you think, Roback?
After reading the whole thing that you guys posted in the chat with MJF's article in it, I really think it's going to be one of those things they're going to do with Joe, where it's going to be Joe holding it for a short time to build something up and give it to that person. The likelihood I could see them, if they build it up, give Darby a chance at that title. I mean, everybody's going to look at me like I'm crazy, but I mean, for me, Darby makes more sense considering the whole quote unquote 4 pillars thing. Why not give Darby the next shot after that and see what Darby can do? Because Darby can be a face of a company.
Okay,
Last year.
So here's my problem with Darby Allin being an AEW World Champion. One, Darby's too goddamn reckless. Like, Darby will be hurt, and the championship we'll have another one of those stupid ass interim championship bullshits again. You know how much I hate that interim championship thing. Secondly, No one in their right mind, and I'm not gonna be a jerk about it. I'm gonna be honest with you. No one in the world will take AEW seriously if Darby Allin was champion. That's like saying, "Hey, you know what? Let's make Shawn Dean the fucking AEW World Champion."
I'm
no
down.
one's gonna give a fuck about that.
Down.
Now, what I do think would cause a lot of drama is Samoa Joe winning the AEW World Championship. The Devil unmasking himself to be either Adam Cole, which is what it was supposed to be, either Adam Cole or worse,
Maven Huffman.
Maven, yes. YouTube sensation. Maven Huffman.
ever said that motherfucker's name on this show ever.
Why do
again.
you hate Maven? I don't get it.
Why do I hate Maven? I will
Yes.
tell you guys. I will tell you off the air.
Please
But I will
do.
tell you this: he went to shake my hand and said, "Hi, I'm Maven," and I said, "I don't give a fuck," and I walked away.
So you hate the man because he got popular.
I hate
Because
the man because as a professional wrestler, it took me. I wouldn't learn how to wrestle. I didn't learn how to wrestle in 3 weeks on a fucking TV show.
okay, so you took the shitty route,
Oh,
and
here we
he
go.
Anyway, like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by this
I hate the
Ohio
guy-
native.
I hate the guy.
Anyway, well, I was rudely interrupted by this Ohio native. This is Ohio versus everyone, apparently.
Maven's from
Anyway,
You know what would make total sense?
Are we gonna go back and forth and have him pop in and out while he's ranting?
It would, yeah.
The devil
Are
is
we there yet?
no, honestly though, all bullshit
You're
aside,
just jealous.
I think the devil is going to be
Heath Slater.
it's gonna be Jack Perry.
It's gonna be
gonna be Tony
Hornswoggle.
I wish it was Hornswoggle, but it's going to
Just
be
like,
Jack
hey, look,
Perry.
every great wrestling storyline, Hornswoggle's been the reveal. Vince McMahon's son, the Raw
Hornswoggle.
GM,
True.
fucking Hornswoggle.
Saudi car.
When in doubt, call Hornswoggle for your reveal.
When in doubt, call Hornswoggle. I like that.
You know who it could be? And like I said, I haven't watched AEW that much. Is that one name that I haven't heard is probably it could be like Hook or somebody that's part of this whole new faction that they're setting up.
Nah.
What would it be Hook?
Maybe
Hook
Colt
even
Cabana
from-
finally turning heel.
Maybe it's Taz. He's like, I'm tired of brothers thinking I ain't black.
Maybe it's Danhausen.
Like, oh, I wish
It's Johnny B. Bad.
anybody but fucking Jack
It's
Perry.
not Johnny B. Bad.
It's Johnny B. Bad.
Okay, so-
What am I the
So
devil?
seriously.
But I'm a bad man.
Seriously though, who will have the biggest heat and the biggest storyline drama in AEW right now is Jack Perry, the guy who got rid of CM Punk, the guy who, in my opinion, tanked the fucking ratings for AEW, becomes the top guy.
It would be like an Austin thing where he basically did everything to be a good guy and then all of a sudden turn the other way around and
No.
taking a rock to get strapped to the
I've
back.
got a great gimmick here, but they need to do this like around Halloween or something like that. So what you do is you take Jack Perry and you make him like real hood, and then what you say is like show him like doing like a Ouija board or some shit, and then say that he got possessed by the spirit of New Jack. And so like he starts tasing people and throwing them off of scaffolding
New
and like
Jack
just really
Perry.
fucking people up
New Jack
and
Perry.
just like being real hood, get some grills on them and shit. It would be very
Did he come out in blackface?
but for 2023.
Can I add a wrinkle to that too, just to Peggy and Jillian? If they did the Ouija board, they need to do it in Salem, Massachusetts around Halloween, just to add that little
It's gonna be like a
flavor to
Halloween
that.
dinner.
It needs to be done in Akeem's backyard with Slick.
Eating some Yardbird.
Yeah.
It's got to be in a trap house.
Julian, what the fuck are you drinking?
Vault 44.
Miller
Is that
Lite.
a motherfucking Miller Lite?
Miller Lite.
Drinking some
Oh, you
malt
got one
liquor
too?
on the show. Malt liquor on the show.
I was drinking Guinness a half hour
Not
ago.
high. It is not high gravity
Smooth
beer.
taste.
So honestly, let's just be realistic. Jack Perry would be the biggest stock because everyone's expecting to be Adam Cole. Everyone expects to be Adam Cole. Some people were like, oh, maybe it's Wardlow. Can you imagine if Jack Perry pulled that mask off and it's him? Dude, remember when Hogan turned and all the people were throwing litter and shit in the ring?
Yeah.
Can you imagine people throwing all kind of shit at Jack Perry, bro?
That ain't gonna happen because Hogan.
You
was
know
a
what
big
name no one has thought of, and it popped in my head, by the way? It could be, and I'm going to throw this like the deep end of the pool. Kyle O'Reilly. I haven't heard anything of him about AEW in a while.
Okay, so
Quite legitimately, once he took the mask off, I'd be like, "Who's that?"
I literally would be like, why?
Unless he's
Why?
wearing a Kyle O'Reilly t-shirt, I won't know. Who it is.
Look, I'll put it this way: if he pulls that mask off, and it's anybody but Jack Perry, I'm gonna turn the fucking stream off. Like, fuck, stream over.
So
Was it Tony Khan?
I threw the idea out there a few weeks ago about it basically being the Pinnacle, which is funny because this week the story came out that Shawn Spears was originally one of the guys under the mask.
Yeah.
So I think it would have been perfect if the Devil revealed himself to be Adam Cole, and then the Masked Men were the Pinnacle.
Now that would be good.
Why the Pinnacle again?
Just because they all have had issues with MJF since the Pinnacle broke up.
Okay.
It'd be like a full circle story.
Have Tully Blanchard be the Devil.
So the two mask guys are Dax and fucking Cash, and now they're Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions again.
That would be perfect.
But here's also the thing. Now, the reason why I think it's Adam Cole, because Adam Cole was the one that was pushing for Samoa Joe to team with MJF. You know what I'm saying? Adam Cole was pushing for it. I don't want to see the Kingdom. I don't want to see the Kingdom and Adam Cole be the fucking guys. That would be anticlimactic for me.
I feel like anything at this point is going to be anticlimactic because as much as they built this story up, there's just no reveal that's just going to make people say, "Holy shit!" Like when the first time the Devil appeared at All Out 2020, when everyone knew it was MJF, but still got a great reaction at the end of the night. I feel like whoever is revealed as the Devil is not going to get a great reaction.
Oh yeah. That they've already screwed the pooch. That's what I'm saying. It has to be Jack Perry.
Screwed the pooch.
That's what I'm saying. It
I
has
haven't
to be
heard
Jack
that line
Perry.
in a while.
Yes.
Screw the pooch.
Who's the surprise right here?
Speaking of screwing pooches, we got a surprise.
Is that something you're used to?
That a surprise run-in?
Every once in a while.
Add the surprise running.
Add in the surprise running. I know who it is, but you guys do not.
I don't.
The biggest interview we've ever done on the show,
Randy Hogan
has returned for this special end of the year episode.
is
and you guys have hated on him.
Is he going to drop hints?
You guys have hated on him.
Right back.
He's a big guy.
What up, turds?
Yeah, that's true.
Big Money Drew. Nobody hating on Big Money Drew.
No one hates.
Everyone hates on Big. Yeah, Drew, I named an award after you. I don't know if you heard that part of the show.
Yes, I would have granted Leo Rush that gift. Absolutely.
I mean, it wasn't as prestigious as a Shane Husky make this about them moment.
Wah, wah.
But it's a very prestigious award.
That was particularly brutal. But funny but brutal. But that's your charm. That's why we love you so much.
Let's see. I'm a star.
Baby, I'm a star.
Are you watching World's End tomorrow, Drew?
I might be at the show.
Oh, get out of here.
Whoa.
How far away, how much of a drive is it for you?
It's about 35, 40 minutes.
Oh, that ain't bad.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, and also
You can
I-
get tickets.
I haven't been to an AEW pay-per-view yet. It's the only thing I haven't been to thus far. So
I'm right behind you. I got to go to an AEW show soon.
I've been to Collision.
That's on the
I've been
goal.
to Dynamite. I have not been to a pay-per-view, but I don't see them bringing a pay-per-view anywhere near me. So
I
You're
want
in
them to do
Ohio,
a
aren't
show
you?
in Boston soon.
yeah,
I'm sure they've got. Well, are you near Cleveland?
yeah, that's where I go to most of the shows at. But Cleveland doesn't ever draw well for AEW. Not enough for them to bring a pay-per-view here.
So I don't count this as a podcast appearance because I'm not turning my camera on. Since I did say in December I was not doing any podcasts, so I don't count this as a podcast appearance. But
You can't see
I
me.
didn't want the end of the year to go by without me making one last appearance on the show. Because I have missed talking to you guys. It's been really lovely. And I really appreciate all of you, except Ultimate Hater. And
You're gonna make Julian cry.
Listen, 2024, I'm not addressing any of those comments anymore. But I met Sinner in Times Square in the beginning of the month. It was really fun.
We got our picture taken with Elmo.
Yes. He tried to tickle him, and I had to stop him. I had to slap his hand away.
Wouldn't that be assault for Sinner?
And then Sinner too. Sinner, like right after I turned around and walked away, 6 black guys approached me, trying to solicit money from me, and I was like, "Oh shit!" My friend. You just missed him. You just missed him.
Man, I could have reenacted that one meme.
Drew was
He would have done anything for that money. You
Drew was
just
like,
missed
"This is
him.
a
I'm so
Brazzers."
sorry.
Drew was like, "This is a Brazzers episode waiting to happen."
Oh my god, I would have
He's
sat
like,
on the couch.
he's like, "Where's the bang bus?"
I would have sat on the couch while they lined up behind me. Oh, would have been
But listen, you could take my card and tap all your phones for $120, but I could also make your lives the greatest they've ever been if I just join you in your bus right now.
right.
Wow.
You could tap my card, you could tap something else.
Exactly. But so I didn't want to, miss the opportunity to talk to all of you one last time in 2023, since I've cultivated such great relationships with all you guys. And I really do enjoy every single one of you, again, except Ultimate Hater. And
someone heard Drew's voice and ended up running over to the computer.
Oh, hey, little birdie. Yeah, so I'm really excited for 2024, and I'm gonna have a couple of interesting announcements in 2024.
All right.
And I think it's going to be positive. It's going to be a really positive year.
Exactly.
Well, we're going to start January 6th off on the Roundtable with a bang. And I don't mean like the bang that happened at the Capitol.
Storming the Capitol.
The Roundtable News Network. We're taking a step further into the whole podcasting world. And I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited.
I'm excited because now with the new setup that I got, and I'll show you guys off camera, I am excited now because I'll be able to do NXT for a while. So that's the one thing I'm looking forward to, is actually watching the shows and sitting there and having somebody there with me to talk with me about it.
Well, so there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Big things popping, little things stopping.
Also, Wicked Crazy Pinfalls on the Roundtable. That's coming up too. I can't wait. I'm already trying to get people to get on too.
Sweet.
Yeah, maybe somebody will finally defend the title.
For me, 2024, I
Yes,
have
Julian.
a couple of things I want to do. Wrestling wise, I want to go to an AEW show and a Ring of Honor show at least. I've talked to Amanda about it. Maybe we're gonna try to have me do stuff more and more. March, I got to put him back on for a sec. This guy here is having surgery, so I want to make sure he's okay, obviously. with Bad Blood being on tour, I want him to come to Massachusetts so I can actually hang out with him for a few days.
Yeah,
and then
the last ride tour is kicking into high gear. I got like fucking 30 bookings already. So,
and then the one thing that I've been trying to do ever since I started Wicked Crazy, for a while, is me and Drew have talked about hanging out. So I'm hoping that I can get that done this year coming up, especially with him turning 2. It'd be great for Drew to actually see Brody.
so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
Ultimate hater, stop crying. Jesus Christ.
before we leave, let's all do this. I'll start with you, Julian.
Yes.
What do you see in 2024 as being a big story?
I've got 5. So number 1, The Rock versus Roman Reigns. Number 2, Sasha Banks comes back to WWE. Number 3, Roman beats Hogan's record.
Jesus Christ.
Number 4, FTR comes to WWE. And the last one was well, shit, this might not be 2024. But anyway, MJF is going to have to MJF's going to wrestle Sting.
Okay.
That's all I can.
Yeah, that's a good chunk.
So, Hater, if you want to do TNA Thursdays, if you want to do TNA Thursdays, Hater, I'll set you up to do TNA Thursdays on the Roundtable. Then we'll have fucking content all day, every day, twice on Sunday. Okay, so Sinner, what do you see prediction wise?
Just more people jumping between companies. I see Kevin Owens making his way over to AEW in 2024.
Really?
I see Ricky Starks making his way to WWE in 2024.
Yep.
Throwback.
2024 wrestling wise, I kind of see everybody's like saying Roman beating Hogan and stuff like that. I see Gunther having his reign up because I've seen people talk about it, and I agree 100% that Gunther and Roman in Berlin, title for title, and the story out of that is that Roman becomes the Intercontinental Champion and basically having 2 titles. People have been talking about this. I can see it happening in Berlin because WWE has a history of letting their hometown people lose a lot of times. The other thing is
Austria, though. He's not from Berlin.
Correct.
Well, that's the closest thing, but the other thing, I know where my geography is.
That's like someone saying, "Oh, someone's gonna lose in Canada because they're American."
Hey, WrestleMania Hollywood. It's in England.
Listen. They say that MetLife Stadium is New York. It's not. It's New Jersey. So whatever.
Yeah. Well, the other thing I can see is that MJF becomes a surprise entry at Survivor Series. Like all of a sudden he weighs it out and stuff, does like what AJ did in TNA for a while, and when Survivor Series hits, he's like that John Cena spot or Daniel Bryan spot a few years back, and I could see that actually happening where he just pops up, and then in 25 he'll be the winner of the Rumble, and then he gets a shot at WrestleMania.
Yeah, no, I don't see that.
All right, so Drew, what do you think?
For 2024, I just want the tribalism to end.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen.
There's a better chance of MJF showing up at Survivor Series.
There's a better chance of
Copeland
merging into one super.
Listen, I didn't say it was going to happen. It's just what I want to happen.
Roman losing the title in 2024 is more likely, and I love you, Drew, and I have to say is Drew bringing back for a match against Julian as the head of the Wicked Crazy Pinballs title champion. It's not going to happen.
Even if AW shut their doors and closed down, there'd be tribalism because other fans would pick up the torch for MLW or TNA or somebody else.
The thing is, tribalism's nothing new. It happened in the 90s. It happened in the 80s. It'll always happen. It'll always be around.
I know it's always going to happen. I just want it to end.
It's
That's
just more
all.
toxic now because the internet's more
You
influential.
know, Drew, I know that you thought that Cody Rhodes solved racism, but he didn't.
I
mean,
got one more thing. I got one
I
more
know
thing
him
for
brought it
2024
back.
too. And this is a little crazy to say. NXT will beat Raw in the ratings at the latter half of 2024, with a lot of their talent getting closer and closer to being gutted in 25. NXT's talent, for the most part, the pool that they have is going to be completely gutted.
Okay, so
Yeah, so
here
you
are
probably
my
shouldn't smoke crack before coming on the podcast.
here are my
Yeah,
five.
no, I don't.
Here are my five. Cody becomes the WWE World Champion or Universal Champion. We get a cash in from Money in the Bank, which fails because I hate the fact that that's going to happen, but it's going to happen.
Oh, that's absolutely not going to fail.
Rock and Roman at WrestleMania. Because Rock is supposed to show up on the one Raw, day one Raw. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, the biggest WrestleMania match this decade, because it's so everyone's waiting for that to happen. Last but not
You don't
least,
think Rock versus Roman would be the biggest WrestleMania match?
No.
I think honestly, I think that whole Rock versus Roman thing has been played up so fucking much that it's like having sex with Shane Husky. You talk about it, you talk about it, you talk
What
about
the
it, you talk
fuck?
about it, you talk about it. It happens, and you're like, wow, that was it.
All right, y'all. I got to bounce out. I love you
Yeah,
guys.
I almost want to
Have a
bounce
good
after
New
that
Year.
comment.
So I'll
Just
talk to you guys
shut
later.
down the show with that
Have a
one.
good New Year, everyone.
No, but
Take
really,
care, Throwback.
all
What
bullshit
the
aside,
fuck, dude? Jesus Christ! What kind of a comment was that?
all bullshit aside, the biggest for me, the biggest thing in 2024 is going to be not Braun Breaker as a breakout star. That's not going to fucking happen. 2024, the biggest thing I can see is CM Punk versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. CM Punk wins the title. He finally gets his WrestleMania main event. I mean, we've seen CM Punk make up with Triple H. We've seen fucking CM Punk return. Like, what's another big major thing that can happen in 2024? CM Punk winning the Rumble. CM Punk main event at WrestleMania.
I thought you were going to say CM Punk and Colt Cabana forming a tag team.
Wow.
Be
Wow.
shocked. No, never
You said the biggest thing that happened, not fucking fictitious thing. That'll never happen.
Look, Hell Froze Over. He could get more money off that Hell Froze Over t-shirt.
Wow.
Just put something different on the back. Me and Colt back together.
The bank.
This time,
I can see
I'm in
now.
charge of Colt Cabana's bank account.
Yeah, I can see now. The check didn't bounce. Colt's mom cleared it.
Hell yeah.
No, but really, I mean, think about it. Like everything that's gone on in the last, like, let's say 8 months has been CM Punk centric. Is he going to show up at Raw? Is he going to show up at SmackDown? Is he going to show up here? Is he going to do this? Is he going to do that? The only reason he went back to WWE was to win the champ. So you're going to have Cody as Universal Champion, and you're going to have fucking CM Punk as the World Champion. Do I see a cash in? I love to see a cash in on Cody. Because for Cody to win the title and then lose it right away would be fucking phenomenal. Like, I would just be like, bro,
the world would burn.
Yes.
I would stand up and applaud.
So you're saying that Cody would beat Roman and then immediately Damian Priest would come and cash in and beat Cody?
Yeah.
That would be great.
That would make Damian a top fucking heel.
He finished the story. That's all I wanted, was to finish the story.
And he did.
He's like, yeah, the story's finished. Now you got a new one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who you with?
Cody be like, I finished that chapter, and the motherfucker opened a whole new book on my ass. Like,
Cody is the definition of a title chaser.
Yeah.
He should not. I just don't think he'll be a good champion. I think he'd be a great title chaser.
There are guys that are perennial challengers.
It's kind of like a hard luck story, you know? Kind of like, oh, he lost again. Now he's got to. It's like Brock turning on him, you know?
Exactly. Cody lost. And when he lost, it was like, Oh fuck, man! Cody lost to
Oh,
WrestleMania. Now
man.
what? Then Brock turns on him and like now there's a whole new fucking Cody story, a whole new thing, a whole new story, a whole
Stupid story, but a story nonetheless.
Plus, if you think about it, there's also a rumor going on right now that
Rumor
Cody's gonna re-sign his contract, or there's an extension that was offered to Cody. Like Dave Meltzer says, Cody signed it, but then other people are saying Cody hasn't signed it. So, can we see Cody return back to AEW?
Hell no.
And if
Hell
Cody
no,
returns
that's
back to
not
AEW,
happening.
if Cody returns back to AEW, that goes back to my original comment when Cody left AEW. He went to WWE. He agreed to do this for two reasons. One, he gets all of his dad's intellectual properties back. Can you imagine Cody Rhodes going back to AEW to have War Games, to have the bunkhouse stampede?
I do not think they would give him back that intellectual property.
No, not at all.
I
I
mean,
mean, there's not that much concord. There's, yeah, no.
I'm not saying this ain't to do a con coin. Like
No,
if I were to say,
if you're
if I
giving
were
up
to say,
that, if
Julian.
you're giving up that intellectual property, you're totally giving up pay-per-views, branding, merchandising, just a bunch of shit. Like why would I give this up?
well, you also think about this. How often do you see War Games? You saw this shit this year at Survivor Series for the first time in how many years? You see it at NXT. Like no one gives a fuck about NXT. I'm just gonna be real with you. No one gives a fuck about NXT.
Dude, if I own a Lamborghini, I don't drive that shit to work. I just take it out on the weekends, maybe.
True.
I mean, I drive it to work once just to show it off.
Right? Just roll up. Oh, don't touch my car,
You have
bitch.
to be stunting on people, but I mean, fuck that, and stay in the garage. I ain't trying to like put miles on it. I mean, literally, War Games comes once a year, and they've had very successful War Games in NXT and WWE for the past number of years. I mean, I remember the War Games match with Undisputed Era. That shit was fucking fire. They remember the women's War Games match that they had in NXT. That shit was fire. So, you know,
Yeah.
I mean,
Women conquer War
they
Games.
might give him back the Bunkhouse Buck match or something, or the King of the Road match. He can have that shit, but you ain't. But you're not taking fucking War Games or what else did his dad invent?
Starcade.
Yeah, you ain't taking Starcade.
Hell no.
CM Punk wins the Rumble, beats Rollins, and Sasha wins and beats Ripley. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the deal with Sasha. I don't think Sasha's coming back, but if she does, it will be because WWE has a working agreement with Stardom now. So,
According to Sean Ross Sapp, the talks have fallen apart.
yeah,
Whatever. Hey, so this is what's going to happen. So Bailey's going to end up getting kicked out of
Damage control.
Damage control.
And she's going to have a surprise partner. I could easily see Damage Control getting the women's tag team titles, and then Bailey's going to have a surprise tag team partner to challenge for the titles, and it's going to be Sasha Banks, and they get to win the tag team belts again.
And Sasha will get injured again, and they would have to vacate the titles again.
Well, I mean, fuck. If it's the women tag team belt, someone's got to get injured.
Yeah.
It's like a quota. You have to have that happen.
Unless they have fucking Sam and Dean come out of retirement and take the curse off that shit, someone's always going to get injured when they have the freaking
You
title.
have to have at least one fuck up to cancel out the voodoo of the belt.
Well, the belt's being a good look charm for me, so I'm not.
They should that's because you only have one. Once you have two of them, it's like positive, negative, to make the whole bad luck feel.
Yeah, well, Josh, that's because you're not a woman
Well,
Wow, fuck, here we go.
in that relationship. But it's the women's titles really. I feel like ever since Sasha left and Naomi, Trinity, I think they've really just been cursed the entire time because every single tag team that's held them, one of them has gotten an injury.
It's because they're black and they put some hoodoo on it before they left.
they're like, this motherfucking belt ain't gonna be successful until I come back and get it.
They put a root on it, a root, if you will.
Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. Remember, tomorrow we have AEW World's End.
Oh shit. Okay.
Join us live for
Is
World's
it
End,
like a
ladies and
pay per view? Or is it coming on during Collision?
Oh, it's a pay per
Pay-per-view.
view.
There's no collision tomorrow.
It's just paper.
Yeah. Yeah, Tony Khan thought it was smart not to run a show against his show.
He should have ran it against SmackDown tonight because SmackDown was a best of show.
Have they advertised this at all?
That there's no collision? No.
Well, done.
Probably not, because they suck at that.
Well, it's wrong.
Last week on Collision, they set up a match for this week's Collision with FTR versus House of Black, but there's no Collision this week. So
Welcome.
So it's just like with the Ring of Honor show they just had. I was asking Bad Blood, like, do they advertise this? And then I was like, oh, they had that interview with Keith Lee and Shane Taylor, but
that's not advertising.
they did not do a very good job. I haven't seen nothing about it on social media. I haven't seen anything like on YouTube, on Twitter, like,
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you tomorrow for World's End. For all of these cool cats on the show, we'd like to wish you a very, very, very
I
happy
will
New
not
Year.
be here for World's End. I will be at the Forum
That's right.
in LA, down in Inglewood, with my wife wearing her CM Punk t-shirt.
Look in my eyes.
It'll be her first live wrestling event.
Hey,
let's all wish her well.
You better make a fucking be in the elite style fucking show so we can play that shit on the air.
What show are you going to?
The house
WWE Holiday Tour.
Oh, cool.
We're gonna get CM Punk versus Dirty Dom
Again?
Yes.
That's a holiday tour.
Oh, so that's just a holiday tour match.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
for their big markets, only for Madison Square Garden and then LA for all the TV execs.
Is Dominic Mysterio most improved this year?
No.
Yes.
Josh is like, fuck yeah.
He's got the most improved gimmick.
He has the most improved piped in booze.
And with that being said, pipe in this, guys. Bye.